Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see my other videos. Today we're back in The Sims and we're building, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are in Sulani on the Pure Perfection lot. I don't remember if there was a house here or not. I think that there might have been. I think I did bulldoze a house. I don't think it comes with a family, but I could be wrong. At first I was going to make this a tiny home, but it ended up not being that way just because I wanted more space. And plus, on this lot, majority of it is water, so I did have to have a deck, so there was just never going to be a tiny home here. I was fooling myself with that. It does end up being 1 bed, 1 bath. It will be available for download off the gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. It ends up being 39,705 simoleons, which is a little on the expensive side for a 1-bedroom home in the game, but I don't know, I kind of liked it. And I definitely took inspiration from, like, if you've watched the news recently, you've seen these amazing saves that these lifeguards are doing all around the country right now. And I don't know, I just kind of got inspired, and I wanted to use the colors of, like, that little lifesaver ring that they use, the red and white ring. I know that most of them wear orange, but I don't really like orange, and I didn't want to use orange, so I just went with the ring. So yeah, that's where I went, and that's how I came to what I have. Just putting on the roofs right now, and like I said, this will be a red and white home. I gotta get the rest of the stuff first. I did think about building this in Tartosa, but I actually decided that it would be better in Sulani just because I did not like the one lot that was on the beach in Tartosa. And I'm sorry, but if it's a lifeguard house, they're going to be living on the beach. They just are. There's no other way for it. They're going to live on the beach. So obviously this house has enough room for at least 2 Sims. You could always go up if you wanted more. But I felt like this, I can't say it's a starter home, but I felt like it was a pretty good starting point, I guess to say. You're not gonna start off in this home unless you use money cheats or whatever, and if that's how you play, hey, that's how you play. But I feel like this is probably something where someone saved up some money and really thought about what they wanted and got what they wanted. Right now I'm trying to find a way to get a ladder or something into the ocean. I know that we have a way to do it. I just did not realize that there was really only the one way, and that was the Sulani ladders, which was fine and everything, but it did take up a little bit more space than what I thought it was going to. So that wasn't my favorite thing, but yeah. Obviously right there you can see I'm trying to fit it in. I'm trying to be like, okay, well, how do I do this? But it wasn't working. I finally got this one. I still don't like how much space there is, like, as far as everything goes, but yeah, I did want a big deck. I wanted enough space to have, like, a few different areas back there to chill and everything, so I did accomplish that, but I don't know. I wish I could have used a different way to get into the water. I really do. But I really wanted that point because they are a lifeguard, so maybe they're like sitting out there just watching people swim. Obviously this is not their lifeguard station, but maybe they're sitting out there watching people swim, and they want to be able to do their work no matter what. So yeah, but this is just the red and white coming in. I did make the one side a bit more red, or I made the little bump out red just because it felt right. I did give them the white solar roof. That should, if I remember correctly, do the solar energy stuff. I really, really wanted that door from Movie Hangout, but it just did not. I don't know. I didn't want white on white over here, so trying to figure out what I wanted there was interesting. Honestly, I was hoping we had a better door from Island Living, but I just didn't like what I saw. Although I think I still used it. Yeah, I still used it. I didn't really like it that much. But, yeah. And then the windows. Whew. I don't really like the Sulani windows. I really just don't. I think I ended up using windows from high school years. Yeah, I used the windows from high school years. These ones right here, because I do have the red, and I really wanted the red. And honestly, I couldn't deal with the Solani windows. I really just couldn't. And then just putting in a couple of doors in the inside. I don't know what pack that was from. Then I did need a door to the deck, so I did grab this one right here. Just a simple white one. You know, sometimes you just have to go with what you go with. And I did not delete the walls from when I made the shell. I just kind of left them. And they kind of worked out just fine. So right now we're just looking for lights. And honestly, I think I go with a base game light for the bathroom. I was thinking about this, like, that one that I was just on, but I didn't know if they could walk past it or whatever, and they have issues with that anyway. I did use that red and white one from Decor to the Max. I really like that one. And then in the bedroom, I really wanted to use something different that I don't use, but so many of these lights have issues with, like, how much light they actually put off that I did not use them. So I did end up using this wood from Eco Lifestyle. I think I put it in a lighter, yeah, I put it in a lighter swatch. I really liked it. And then as far as the floors go, I was trying to decide if I wanted the pattern on the floor or on the wall, and I decided I kind of really wanted it on the wall more than on the floor. And then just trying to figure out where to put the kitchen. I ended up making it over here in just like this little corner. Wanted to really make sure I still had enough room for the dining room, the living room, all of that. So I'm just kind of moving the door around and everything. And yeah, so just trying to figure out, okay, is this how I want it before I go back down? So then just kind of looking for the tile for the bathroom. I think I end up going with, yeah, this high school years one. It was really pretty. So I went with that. And then just kind of looking for the rest of the rooms. Honestly, I did not have a way to, like, I didn't have anything that was like, okay, this has to happen. So I just kind of went in with the white wall first in a couple of spots, just because I do like to have like a bit of a white wall sometimes. And I like this wallpaper, but I thought it fit better in the bedroom than in the, like, out here. So I just wanted something simple out here. I did go with the red and white swatch there. Obviously red and white has been the coloration theme for this house. And then just gonna kind of move into the bathroom. I really wanted a tub shower combo. This bathroom is pretty big as well, so I felt like that would be okay. I went with this tub. I really like it. And then I just put a plant beside it. And then as far as over here goes, I did get a toilet. I don't remember if I left the toilet there. I think I left the toilet there, and then I just put in these, like, sinks from base game. I did put in 2. I don't know. I could have put in, like, cabinets and then put sinks on top, but I really like these. So yeah, just putting in toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, hand towels. Got the mirrors, of course. Gonna put in the toilet paper. I do grab a towel for the shower. Just kind of putting on move objects there. Yeah, I grabbed this towel to hang outside of the shower, and then I think I grabbed some sort of artwork. I think I grabbed like a painting, like that plant painting from Tiny Living, because it kind of looked like tropical plants, so I kind of just went with it. Yeah, this one right here, it looks like a tropical leaf to me, so I went with it. I am going to put a rug in front of the shower. Sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I won't. I think I go with a fuzzy rug. Yeah, this one right here. And I believe that is from Snowy Living. Or, yeah, Snowy Escape. Whichever one comes from Mount Komorebi. I'm pretty certain it's Snowy Escape, but I don't know why I said Snowy Living. But I did do a quick save. Had done a lot of work, did not want to lose it. If you're playing The Sims, now's your time. Save. Just save. So I did go with that refrigerator. I believe that is from Cool Kitchen. And then just some base game counters. I don't get to use these counters often because they are kind of crazy. And then just that stove. Putting in the light, the fire alarm, the thermostat, not the light switch, and the burglar alarm. So you got all the alarms here. Then just trying to look at curtains. I don't remember if I went with curtains or not. I cannot remember if I put curtains in because it wasn't working. Okay, I put these above the tops of them. And then as far as the rest of this room goes, any other curtain, any other window that needed a curtain, just got those. You know, yeah. So just putting in an island, and then I'm going to put in these chairs from base game. I'm going to go and grab a table, and yes, it's a little weird to have an island right next to the dining table. I will admit that. But you know what? I kind of liked it. I was there for it, so yeah. Putting in the island living table and chairs. I don't think I leave that table there. I think I do put it up against the wall. Yeah, right there. Just putting it up against the wall. It left enough space, and then I had to move the thermostat and the burglar alarm because I needed space to put the TV. And I definitely think that there's going to be a TV here. So I hung it up on the wall. I grabbed a couch. Yeah, this one from base game, it was the perfect colors. And then as far as chairs go, I went with the one from Tiny Living. It had the red, it had the white, and it fit pretty well actually with the couch. That table, I love it. I did put in some video games so that the lifeguard could decompress afterwards. Put in some flowers. I was going to put in some books, but I didn't really like how they looked on the table. And I just, it just wasn't working. So I decided not to go that route. As far as the rug goes, I put in this one from Dream Home Decorator. Thought it looked really nice. Over here, I was going to put in a bookshelf. Yeah, I did put in a bookshelf. I put in these two small ones. I didn't want anything like large because I still did want like some artwork and stuff above it. But I was trying to find the life ring that I knew that we had right there. It's kind of the whole inspiration for the build. It had to be in here somewhere. Just kind of looking. I wanted something on the table, but I could not think of what I wanted. Just trying to figure it out. Yeah, I put in that fruit bowl from, I believe, Island Living. And then just kind of looking around. I wanted some, like, knickknacks or something on top of the bookcases. So I did end up finding one. Not this one. I was thinking about putting that one out, but I didn't like any of the swatches with this house. But I was trying to find it. I knew that we had stuff from Island Living, like little statues and things. I just could not find them. I did end up finding this one from, I believe, Island Living. Yeah, this one right here, it's huge, so I made it smaller using my left bracket key, and then I just kind of moved it up and made sure it wasn't floating. So there was that. Over here, I'm trying to remember what I put. Don't think I put a desk. I was going to put a meditation stool, but I just did not like how far it came out. I think I might have put the bonsai tree. I've been using that a little bit lately. It just felt right in front of a window to put the plant. Yeah. Over here above the table, I think I put a beach picture. I want to say that's what I did. Yeah, just a base game picture of the beach, and I changed the frame. Moving on to the bedroom. The bed was definitely, I was going to use the Solani bed, but I did not really like it or the colors for this house, so I chose not to. I went with, I honestly don't remember which bed I went with. I might have got, yeah, I went with this one. I don't know why I was so determined to have, or no, I went with this one. I went with one of them. I was like at first determined to have like that canopy part, but no, I decided not to do that. Just grabbed these two nightstands. They kind of match the coffee table, and I don't know, I kind of really like it. So yeah, and then I did grab the like little lantern. I just did not like how the lamps were looking. I did grab like this little lantern right here from the Island Living pack. Just kind of looking for more artwork. I know that we have another painting besides the one I used out front of the beach, or like of the ocean, coral, whatever. I didn't really want to have to turn on debug and all that just to find those pictures, so I did not. I did put in this wardrobe. I did want a mirror, and it took me a while to find the mirror I wanted. I really wanted to use the Jungle Adventure mirror that leans up against the wall, but honestly, I went past it so many times. It was crazy. It was just absolutely crazy. I kept looking, and then I finally found it. So I did put that in, and I do put in a plant on the nightstand. I did put in some books on the, not the nightstand, the dresser. Just gonna go with these curtains. And over here in this corner, I'm just gonna put in a quick, just a quick little laptop, desk, chair situation. I really felt like I needed one somewhere, because while they are living on the beach, it felt like it needed to be there. Did grab that rug, and I don't think I put any other pictures up, so yeah, we're moving outside. Putting in a rug just leading from the outside in. I definitely thought that this lifeguard person would probably do yoga, and I really like this like rainbowy swatch of the yoga mat, so I went with that. I did go with a grill, just trying to figure out where everything needed to go, honestly. I definitely wanted some chairs, and I put like a little sitting area over here just to enjoy drinks and stuff. Just honestly trying to think about the different areas of this porch and everything and how they would be used. And yeah, so I did put a drink tray, and then over here I think I put a table. I'm pretty certain I put a table. Yeah, this table right here, and then just some chairs. Yeah, these chairs right here. So just put in that with the black and red. It kind of worked with the white as well. And then just moving out front to this front porch, I put in a rug. It matches the one on the outside, but not the one on the inside, I don't think. And then just a couple of planters out here. The lifeguard does not have time to be doing this. I don't think that I think that they went with low maintenance stuff. So I did put in a few palm trees. Some from Jungle Adventure that may not look as good here, but I like them. Some from Sulani or Island Living. I did remember I needed a mailbox. I just went with the regular standard base game one. And then I also remembered I needed trash cans. Pretty important. So I put this one off to the side, and then I just put the one indoors right at the end of the island. Then just kind of looking at this outside again, and I was like, it kind of still needs a little something. So I did find this plant that is from Jungle Adventure, and then I also found the bush, this bush right here from Island Living. I'm really hoping that that's not too close to the mailbox. If it is, just scoot the mailbox over. It should be fine though. And then I do add like a little bit of terrain paint just around. It's from the Island Living pack, so it should be okay. But that is the house. That is the build. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.